My friends are degenerates, but I never change them. Liars, cheats, and hypocrites. Nothing's
Hello, everybody! How are we all doing today? Wonderful, degenerate friends.
How are we doing?
How are
Dude,
we doing?
what episode is this today, Reece?
This is episode 100.
100?
100.
No way, dude. This can't be out. What was last week's episode then? If this is episode 100.
Obviously, episode 99. Do you even do basic math? Like,
Bro,
I, mean,
I don't
come on.
remember any of last week's episode.
We did
I'm going to be
surgery.
straight honest.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
and
remember
names.
anything from last week's episode. You know what? Yeah, I do remember is that you guys left like about 50 nangs in my house, and I was a very good boy for like 2 days. I left them there. Then my roommate, I heard him do a nang because, you know, you can just hear it from across the house.
Yeah.
And I
It
was
resonates.
like, he was like, do you want to do a nang? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to bed. But I'll do one nang. And then I'm like,
you
you know what? I'm just going to do all the nangs.
They're like Maltesers. Once you pop, you cannot stop.
But
you
this
know?
is honestly the first time I've ever done nangs by myself. I was just in my room doing nangs.
That's
like,
a bit sad, dude.
No, it was actually really good. It was actually really good. Like, does anyone can relate to like you know? Then there's an argument between the nang canister and a bottle of water on my desk, and I'm just trying to keep the peace here. I'm just trying to keep everybody happy.
Well, last episode we did some degenerate surgery. So
How's that going for you, Reece?
looking post-op. Okay, not gonna lie. If this was the medieval era, I'd be dead in a week. Like it.
Really? Were people that soft back then? You know, like a
was-
little prick on the finger and you're dead?
Well, yeah. I mean, my finger is like a little bit like oozy. You
Can I
know,
get a
it's a
photo
little
of that?
bit.
I'm gonna get
It's
a
a little
photo of that
bit
for the-
like.
for the-
Yeah, it was a little bit red, a little bit oozy. And I went to the pharmacist and I showed him it, and he said, "Oh yeah, it's too late for that. I'm afraid." I was like,
It
"Too
really
late for
doesn't
what?"
look that bad. Your pharmacist was lazy.
I was up in Donnybrook or like one of those little tiny towns because I've actually had a big weekend. Reece had a big weekend.
Really, did he?
Yeah, I went to.
Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
This is 100th episode and you're still trying to figure out the soundboard. You're still trying to figure out the soundboard out the 100th episode, Aaron.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. God damn it. But, yeah, so basically, I went to a holistic wellness retreat I was photographing. I know, it was, and honestly, it was amazing.
Reece?
Yeah?
At a holistic wellness retreat.
I know, me. It
Were
was
you
so
there ironically?
wholesome.
Were you there as a joke?
No, I wasn't there as a joke. I genuinely loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Were you there with a client?
Oh yeah, I was photographing it. I was photographing it, and it was just so good. You know, I got a henna tattoo. I joined a drum circle.
Joined a cult?
No, it's not cold. It's not cold. It's just, you know, it's just mainly. it's just a great community. Everyone's so friendly. It's very well organized. Like, it was incredible. I think it's because it's mainly organized by like 40 to 60-year-olds, 40 to 70-year-olds instead of like, you know, the people who usually organize duffs. you know?
People that actually know how to organize.
Yeah,
something.
people are like middle-aged women. They know how to do their
They
organization.
do know their organization. You gotta give
So
them that.
yeah, it was beautifully organized. And honestly, I have like for all the wushu stuff, like there's like shamanic healing, there's like nature walks and everything. It's beautiful stuff. Yeah. Oh, a new sound of the soundboard.
Oh, it's a new sound of the soundboard.
There's some
baby.
like sound vibration healing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And for all the wushu sort of like stuff of it, like which is, I guess you could say the medical capacity of it is limited. You know, I mean, my finger didn't get
those
any
people
better.
aren't know. Was there a vaccine hub at this at this retreat?
Oh, there was a little bit of talk about that, but I won't get into that yet. But
Not yet.
not yet. But like for like,
We can't
it's
not
still
get into
it's still
it.
better than like the life coaches.
Really?
Like,
Do
it's
tell.
still because the thing is that like they had actual at the very beginning there's like an opening cacao ceremony where everyone drank cacao and like
Doesn't that mean shit in Portuguese?
no cacao is chocolate. It's
okay.
basically like the main ingredient of chocolate.
Don't you hate chocolate?
I know.
Reece?
I didn't drink any of it. I wasn't
good.
part of the cacao ceremony.
So
I just-
is this raw chocolate supposed to get you high?
Well, no, I mean, chocolate does in a way because it releases oxytocin, no, oxytocin.
Oh, I bet. I
Like-
wish it would.
One of them, I can't remember which one. A neurotransmitter that, it does, which is responsible for the feeling of love. So
Yeah.
it makes you feel like you are loved when you're drinking cacao. So it's a traditional medicine. And
Yeah.
so during the cacao ceremony, yeah, they were saying because everyone was there. It was like 250 people at this festival basically, and they're saying like, so we've got like proper at the first aid tent. We have like proper trauma counselors there. We have proper like people who are like social workers 24/7. You can always head up there, and there'll be someone there to talk to if something's a bit too deep, a bit too traumatic. And immediately having a qualified professional puts you way above all the life coach seminars.
Like, so did this medical professional help you with your finger?
No, they're psychologists.
They only do spiritual health. Any physical health is out of their bounds, right?
Yeah, but that's fine. I wasn't there for physical healing. I was there to
Yeah. Well,
take photos
what if someone like, I don't know,
just goes there with cancer?
Maybe.
Well, then that's their problem. That's on them. But yeah, so but point is, I've got a prescription for Staphylex now. So I'm going just to make my dad happy.
Oh, dude, like you're getting all the Staphylex fiends in the audience.
Yeah, all the Staphylex fiends. I can hear them buzzing. But I'm going to pop a Staphylex on air.
Pop a Staffy, brah.
pop a Staffy. Get well antibacteriated. Just to make my dad happy. I'm drinking it with alcohol because fun fact.
Because it gets you high. It gets you drunker if you drink by. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I thought you were an expert at head, Reece.
Someone shook up the bottle. Hey, hang on. All right, so yeah, popping the pill right now. Delicious. Yes. So
You're a big, brave boy, Reece.
I know.
So
I'm on the road to recovery, and I can't eat for 30 minutes. So I'm going to set a little timer here because there's all these
Reece.
snacks around, and I can't eat
for
them.
30 minutes, huh? I don't think there'll be
can't.
any snacks in 30 minutes.
No. Well, anyway, I'm above all that now. Anyway, I've gone to a holistic wellness retreat.
He's above that. He's
I got
above
a henna
food.
tattoo. I've been healed.
He's a
deep down.
breatharian now. That's what he is. He doesn't need to eat.
Yeah, I don't need. All I need is
transcended
Gaia,
the need
Mother
for food.
Gaia, and her nourishing umbilical cord through my feet, touching the grass. I did a lot of grass touching.
Oh, that's good.
There was a lot of grass touching. Yeah.
We don't have to call the millennial police
We don't
today.
have to call the millennial police. Yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
No. It's all good. It's all
No
good. It's all good.
snitching.
We're all hippies here. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's one thing I learned is that you are never safe from a drum circle.
Never safe
You're
from a
never
drum circle.
safe from a drum circle. Like I was watching a performance, this beautiful performance of this woman doing some form of chanting. And she'd like chant a phrase, and the audience would respond or reply in some foreign language that sounded like Estonian or something, or Romani,
Beautiful.
who knows? Yeah, it was gorgeous, and she was playing at the same time like a hurdy-gurdy or like a squeeze box, and it just sounded like amazing. Like the acoustics was just so good. And then this guy just like got up on stage and with a bongo and then just sat down next to her and started drumming. And I was like, hang on, is he part of the act? But no, he's just some dude. He just decided, like this 40-year-old dude just decided to just start drumming. Like and
That's
everyone
banging. Fuck yeah.
Everyone was cool with it.
Yeah, you need
it
a bit
was
of
really
percussion,
cool.
hey?
But it was just like so random. I was
Yeah.
just like, damn, that's like not I would expect to happen at like a performance in that. But no, everyone's just like chill. I guess like if you're really killing the vibe, then someone would quietly ask you to stop.
Yeah.
But like
There was once I was doing a show at Homes and Co in the city. Shout out, friends of the show.
oh yeah, home to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was doing like an open mic freestyle thing where like there was a band there, they'd play a beat, and then anyone can come up and like just get a mic and freestyle.
Yeah.
And there was like some I think they just like blew in from the street or something. It's like two random cookers that like who the fuck knows? And the guy gets on the mic and he just starts talking like I hate Jesus and I hate God and I love heroin and I do heroin and I do heroin and I do heroin.
See, I thought
So we
that
had to give him a tap on the shoulder and be like, thanks for expressing yourself. But it's time for someone else to take the microphone.
See, I thought when he started that line, I thought the bar would be I hate Jesus, I hate God, I love heroin, I love cock. Like that's how it sounds to me. Like that's a
You're
if he did that, that would be
already
a
better
cooler.
rapper than this
that would
guy
be
was.
That would be
No.
actually like an interesting
it
bar
looks like
to dissect.
This is like the sort of guy that he's standing up and it looks like he's about to die standing up. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair. Oh god, those chips look so good.
Oh, do they now? They taste even better. So tell me more about how spiritual people are better than life coaches.
Oh, they're very well, for some they're mainly like women. They're very like
They weren't trying to sell you their course.
Yeah, they weren't trying to sell you stuff. Like they did spruik themselves. You know, like they have.
Come
like-
get kinetic healing from me.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
things like that. They did have business cards. They'd have little studios that people
What's it
would.
called? Reiki, the one where you like
Reiki.
pretend
Reiki
to
is
touch someone.
Yeah. Reiki is healing through like aura. There's a lot of.
It's like
smudge
massage
sticks.
for lazy people.
Massage for people who don't like being touched.
Yeah. No, you could just like put the face down and then just like pretend to do Reiki and
Yeah,
then
you
just be on your
piss
phone.
off.
It's like, yeah, bro, tick, 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 tick. Can you hear the healing energy?
Well, the thing is, they do fully subscribe to it. They do fully believe it, and like you gotta give them credit for that. Like it's a religious belief, if any, or like a spiritual belief. I treat it like that, you know. I mean, it's not necessarily for me, but what they are trying to achieve is a noble thing. They are trying to heal, and I appreciate that. And also,
But, you know,
on
if
some
you're
level,
always trying to
it does
heal,
help.
you'll never be healthy. The point of
Ooh, deep
the point of
stuff.
healing is to get to a state where your body is healthy. But if you're in a constant state of healing, then you're actually reveling in the pain.
Well, I mean, I get that there is definitely like a subset like this.
It's very Catholic, isn't it? It's like the
Yeah.
idea that like, oh, we are all born imperfect. We are all born with
Mm.
sin, and we must heal ourselves of this sin. It's like, bruh, I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
could
mean,
just
the thing is that but they are accepted because I went there and I didn't do any of the workshops because I feel that like I wouldn't gain anything from it, and if
Yeah.
anything, me attending those workshops, I feel would just be a bit
Yeah.
disrespectful.
yeah, bring the vibe down.
Yeah, because being the degenerate that I am,
Mhm.
like I don't really want to start participating in like spiritual ceremonies that I don't like fully subscribe to myself. You know.
Yep, yep.
So, but like they're still cool with that. They're like, yeah, man, like you're still running. Like I had some amazing experiences. Everyone had amazing. I spent like 2 hours just walking around the forest taking pictures
Oh,
of
that's
birds
sick.
while I
Love
was
it.
stoned as fuck. It
Love
was
it.
great.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so how does this compare to a life coach meetup? What is those like?
Life coach meetups are just like everyone is very intense and very
Yeah.
into like the here and now sort of thing, and very
So
It
this
is
is
just
like-
no. It's just basically the same sort of idea, but like no chill and
yeah.
like a lot of masculine energy. Because by this
Yeah.
this festival was like mainly like women. There was just
Yeah.
like a lot of women and like the odd husband dragged along. And
Did he integrate yourself in the husband groups? The guys that
No,
were like,
no, I
oh, I
didn't. I
promised
had-
my wife I'd come to this.
I don't know how to do husband talk. Like I'm
So
the
you watched
furthest
the
from it.
game?
Yeah. So how was that game last night? Yeah, it was just.
I'm really glad sports team won.
They had a yeah, they had a little like men's circle at one point, and
Lovely.
it was just, and they were just and I was like taking photos nearby, and I was overhearing, and there was just like a
What
sharing
was the
thing.
men's circle like?
Oh, it's just like sharing, problems and things on their mind and issues, and just talking it through. Like
Got
bit
a
of-
problem with my dick. Been hating on it since I was a kid, but before I even put him in a bitch.
Ooh.
Like dick talk.
No, it's just like I was like, oh yeah, I just had a bit of a rough divorce. Came down here to
Yeah.
talk
Oh,
about
that's,
that. and
that's,
stuff.
pretty,
And I
that's
was like,
wholesome.
Oh, fuck yeah,
I keep
yeah.
trying to make jokes
yeah.
about these people, but they're all
No,
too wholesome.
They are all too nice. They're all too wholesome. It was just, it was the most wholesome thing. It was really, it's a welcome change from like all the typical degeneracy I do. Because that weekend, I know
Yeah.
that there's like quite a few parties going on in like the kink scene, the swinger scene, the hedonism scene.
1/3 of our audience, shout out.
Yeah, shout out. And like they all were like, and honestly, every time these parties come around, because I don't really go to them unless I'm working them. But like I just
He's
see
too
on
cool for that.
Yeah, I just see on their Snap story just like the most degenerate filth, and I'm just like, man, I don't know if this is FOMO or disgust. That
Please
I'm
tell
feeling.
me, please explain for
Oh,
the
the-
audience what sort of degenerate filth.
Oh, just like pictures of them at the party and just all the stuff going on, and like, oh look, a glory hole and stuff like that. And it's just
That's
like,
pretty funny.
It is funny. It is fun. And I get a weird mix of like FOMO that like I sense I would be having fun in that environment, but
Yeah.
also at the same time I'm like I just don't really.
It does sound like this
Yeah,
wholesome.
it's just draining.
Yeah, because
So
like,
it's
well, I
just
mean,
so
it
nice
also
to be,
sounds
like,
like
away
these,
from that.
these hedonist parties. It's like the same party every week, isn't it? I mean, everybody
much.
gets
Everyone
drunk,
just-
does drugs, and has
Yeah.
sex, and then we hung over, and then we do the same thing next weekend.
Pretty much. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like there's no real growth or development. Where like
No.
it was just so nice to have like a weekend away from that where I didn't see any of that because there's no reception out there. We're just in the middle of nowhere in this forest.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Just like, yeah, it was gorgeous. And big shout out to the hippies. I love them. Big shout out to the holistic wellness community. Big shout out to Manjamup and everyone who went there.
Big shout out. Big shout out.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. But yeah, I actually learned a thing or two there while I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think what we need is to do some yoga.
Really?
I was yeah, hit that
Some
button.
yoga.
What yoga music have you got lined up?
Oh, let me play some yoga music for you. Are we feeling spiritually awakened?
Oh,
Is this
I'm
doing
feeling
it for you?
awakened. I'm feeling awakened. All right. So what we are doing is laughing yoga.
Oh, really?
Laughing yoga is a but do you have to hold down the whole time?
Yeah, I think I do actually.
Okay. See, this is what I mean. I open up my Instagram. It's just a
wow.
picture of
There's
boobs.
boobs, nice.
I just like I don't want to see
that's
that.
everyone's Instagram. That's my Instagram too.
I just want
You
to
can't
see
avoid it.
where's the laughing yoga at. All right.
Like,
So
I'm gonna take my finger off the button, and we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
hey, it works. It works. You programmed the soundboard right. After
100 episodes,
you
we got
finally
there.
did it. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so laughing yoga. Basically, the goal with laughing yoga is like, when you laugh,
Yeah.
your body releases all sorts of happy, feel-goody chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's a fake laugh or a real laugh.
Really?
Your body
What about
will-
if your body eats chips, Reece? Can you tell me about that?
Oh, God, it looks so nice. Well, anyway, let's get to laughing. Let's get to the laughing. So, first up, we need the basic palate cleanser laugh. So, you need to repeat after me. Ha, ha, hee, hee, ha. You can't just press a button. You
Oh,
gotta
I
do it.
can, Reece.
No, you can't.
I really
Go. With me. Ha, ha, hee, hee, ha. All right, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Do we have to get the audience to do this too?
Yeah, the audience can play along.
So
play
you're at
along
your
at
job.
home.
You're at your job. Just do it.
Just do it. Just go out
On the
loud,
train.
man.
Ha ha hee hee
It's
ha.
not actually illegal to laugh out loud.
Unless you're in China.
Unless you're in China. But it's not illegal to laugh out loud.
Shout out
at
to
the
our
workplace.
Chinese viewers.
Yeah, if they can see us. All right, so that's
They can't see us. Their eyes are too short.
Oh, no.
See, there's a laugh about that one.
Steven, isn't it? All right, so we got the... so
Yeah, no one tells Stephen we were racist on the pod today. He'll get jealous.
So that's the palate cleanser laugh.
Yeah.
Now we have the evil laugh. So let's
Ooh.
Disney version. So I'll give you mine, then you give me yours.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the laugh from Feel Good Inc. by Gorillas.
Yes! I love it. All right. All right, so let's do that at the same time.
Okay.
Right. All right, palate cleanser. Ha, ha, hee, hee, ha. All right, so then we got the being caught doing something naughty laugh, the cheeky laugh. Yeah, you've been sent to the principal's office. Ha, ha, hee, hee, ha. All right, now next you have the Santa Claus, the ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ha, ha, hee, hee, ha. See, you're getting into it now.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
getting
it.
into it.
All right, we got this is the penultimate laugh. This is the second to
Penultimate
last
laugh. This is the
laugh.
second last laugh
Yeah,
of our entire
so-
life.
Oh no.
That was
it.
The next one's going to be a laugh last. Who gets the last laugh? Was this ever discussed?
Oh, deep stuff.
Deep stuff. This is
Well-
why they invite me.
We got the kookaburra laugh.
Oh, yeah.
So this one has a bit of motion. You need to lean forward
Mm-hmm.
and then throw your back, and that opens up your throat chakra.
Oh, my
which is
throat
very-
chakra.
Yeah, you gotta open up
That's
that
my
throat
favorite
chakra.
chakra, I reckon.
Yeah,
All right.
you gotta open it up. You can't deep throat with your closed throat chakra.
Oh, so we're going.
Yeah,
Going,
so
okay.
and as you do, you go like. Ha ha hee hee ha. All right, and then we got finally the penultimate laugh. The final
The
laugh.
ultimate laugh.
The ultimate laugh. This is the laugh that you're embarrassed by. If you snort, if you cackle something. But here's the key with this laugh. You need to close your eyes when you're doing it so everyone can't see who's doing the laugh. Because
There's
it's
only
an
two of us
embarrassing
here, Reece.
one. Yeah, but
Okay, I'm ready. I'm
okay,
ready.
okay, close your eyes and then do,
Yeah, okay,
do
close
your
your eyes,
embarrassing
Reece.
laugh. Then I won't know who did it.
Wow.
Who did that one, Reece? Who was that? That was all me.
You got, come on, you go. And then final palate cleanser. Ha ha hee hee ha. And that is laughing yoga. Woo! I encourage you guys to play along at home.
Beautiful.
Okay, are we just got like Africa by Toto playing now?
Yeah, we do. That's just the soundtrack for like until it fades out, I reckon.
Until it fades out.
You reckon sing along?
I don't know quite know the lyrics enough.
Do 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 do. I bless the rains down in Africa. That's actually all I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Shall we have a break and come back after the Toto music's over?
All right, sounds like a good idea.
All right then.
My friends are degenerate.
So Reece,
Yeah.
well, that was a pretty funny segment.
That was we had some laughs.
Had a whale of a time. So I've got something I want to share with you. This
yeah?
is weird music review. The first
Is this more Drake talk?
no, we're not doing not that sort of weird. Not that this is not the sort of weird that makes you go, oh, that's weird. No, this is this is an album. It's called Cybrid Theory.
Cyber theory,
Yeah.
like Cypress theory.
Yeah, a little bit like that. It's called Cybrid Theory.
Cyber theory.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
this is the first song. It's called Gangnam Cut. No, that's not it. As I was saying, this is the first song. It's called Cybrid Cut. Let me know what you think of this as we get into it.
Oh, the production quality.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
오빤 강남스타일. 강남스타일.
See, this is what the viewers tune into.
Banger, man.
Yeah, I know, that goes hard.
Sick. Damn. I prefer both to the originals of both songs.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자.
Yeah, my boy's got flow, don't he?
아는 품격 있는
Yeah.
여자. 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는
Nice,
여자.
I
그런
like it.
반전 있는
So
여자.
this is track one. 몸은 선어해.
낮에는
너는 싫은 여자, 늘 선어해.
커피 식기도 전에 원샷내는 선어해. 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버려
Okay, wait till the chorus. We've got to get to the chorus.
아름다워
So that is merely track one of this album.
My god, how many tracks are there?
It's a full album, so I'll play you track two. This is called One Style Closer.
Hang on, I think you already
You think
played
you're
this
starting
one.
to? Are you starting to notice a pattern here?
I mean, just press the same button, man. I got.
Bruh, no, this is a full album of songs.
I mean, at the very least, you only have to learn one set of lyrics. Like, if anything, you know,
No,
this is
no,
the
no,
future of music.
Let's wait for the chorus, though. We can't stop it before the chorus.
Oh god, I hate that we made this rule because.
Hey, oh, not yet. We've got a bridge.
Oh.
Alright, so
Oh my
I already hear
God.
track three.
Oh,
This is a
I
song.
wonder what's gonna happen.
It's called With Gangnam.
Oh, I wonder. What would this be?
오빤 강남스타일.
Oh god.
You see, they're really gonna. Yeah, Cybrid Theory. They've really got a unique style here. And when you've got a winning formula, why would you change it up? Just give the people more of what they want.
Oh, okay. I think I get the idea. I don't think we have to wait for the chorus for that one.
Okay then.
Oh, okay. So,
So how
what
do you
we-
rate? How do you rate
Oh, man.
Cybrid Theory out of 10?
Wow. I mean, it's one of the few albums where you don't need to listen to the whole album, but you've already heard it. You know, it has a lot of nostalgia to it. It
Yeah.
has a lot of like.
You can probably already guess how the rest of it goes.
I can see it all before me. You know, I've never seen a road clearer in my life than where this album is going. I have to give it a 12. 12 out of 10.
Nice.
Exactly. Exactly. That was amazing. I
Yeah.
don't. In fact, I've heard. I don't even need to listen to anymore because I already I just
Bro,
feel
I didn't know you were
so
such a
good.
big fan. It's like you already know all of the lyrics to
already
every
know
single
all
one
the
of their
lyrics.
songs.
I know. I could see the entire discography.
Yeah.
You know, it's beautiful.
So
I
want to play another song now. This is
Is it from the same album?
no,
I
this is from a
don't need to
different
hear it.
artist. This is
Okay,
from a
good,
different
good.
artist.
I think the viewers are sighing with relief.
So would you believe, Reece, if I told you that this song I found has exactly 1 view?
Is it you?
It is me. It had 0 views. I was view number 1.
He didn't even look at his own work when it was up. He didn't
And,
even
I pushed
he
the
doesn't even
like
have
button.
any friends.
Yeah.
So he's got 100% view to like ratio.
100%. Yeah, 1 view, 1 like. And if the
Wow.
viewers don't believe, I will take a screenshot of
Wow.
this to show them.
Yeah, get up on the screen.
Yeah,
man.
I
That's
will
amazing.
do. So, okay, I'm going to play the song for you now. It's by Soup People. The album is called
Soup
Soup
People.
People. It is a soup-themed album.
Soup. Okay.
This is a song
I'm
called
ready.
this is
Hey,
called
wait,
Soup
this
Ascension.
is just making me even hungrier, and I still have 10 minutes
Oh,
left
let me just
on
get
my
another
timer.
chip. Oh.
Oh no! Yeah, I've got 10 minutes left. I can eat
Well,
again.
let's listen to
Fucking
some Soup
antibiotics.
People.
All right,
Mm.
all right. Let's hear the Soup People.
Yeah, it's a vibey, isn't it? Good start. It's very like Spandau Ballet type.
Yeah,
vibe.
it reminds me a bit of the 80s. You know,
Every day is a new day. You can't
Yeah.
find yourself if you
This is unironically vibing.
Yeah, dude. So I'll tell you how I discovered this band.
Yeah.
So some of our audience might be familiar with our friend of the show, Uncle Adams. Yeah, all my homies love Uncle Adams. So basically, that's a fucking chorus though. I mean,
I
can
know,
you
right?
believe this has 1 view and I'm the first person to listen to this music?
We are discovering artists.
We are discovering artists. We're doing a
discovering
great thing for the
artists.
culture.
Yeah.
Because I was not expecting this to be good, you know? Someone sends me a link to that album called
I
Soup
was not
People.
expecting this to be good. This is the Degenerate podcast.
This is better than most music. And so good friend of the show, Uncle Adams, shout out. He's a rapper from Regina, Canada, which is actually the name of the city. And he's very bad. He's very bad at rapping, but I don't think anyone's told him that he's bad at rapping, so he still thinks he's good at rapping.
I've heard the name Uncle Adam. He's actually a minor celebrity. Or
He's famous for being bad at music. Yeah, he's famous for being bad at music, which, but he's still there's a lot
Still
of people who
pumps
make
it
so
out.
bad. Rebecca Black, right? There's Dorian
Yeah.
Electra or Death Grips.
Yeah.
Controversial opinion. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I like Death Grips.
No, I like Death Grips too, but you know what I'm saying is they got a style, they know what their fans like, and they do it, and then people fuck with it. But Uncle Adams still has this idea that he's gonna make it, he's gonna be the next Drake, but he's a white guy from Canada that doesn't swear, and
and then again, so is Drake.
no, Drake swears, yeah, fair enough, but yeah, so there's a whole Facebook group dedicated to making fun of this rapper, who I'm a part of, and I posted
Of
a thread.
course you are. You
Obviously.
shitposting king.
And I posted a thread saying post your song in this thread and I'll tell you if it's better or worse than Uncle Adams. And this guy posted his song, his full album, Soup People. Listen to track
Check him
1.
out. Yeah,
Shout out to Soup, shout
Friend
out
of the
friend of the
pod.
show.
Yeah.
Shout out Soup People. And every song is better than the last. I mean, listen
It's
to
just a
it.
sick guitar riff.
All about soup, inspired by soup, huh?
I mean, soup has inspired a lot of things. That's what I've learned under my wellness retreat. The number of things you can do with a lentil. You wouldn't
Yeah.
believe, man. You wouldn't believe.
See, this is just the bridge. We're actually going into part 2 of this epic journey, the Soup Ascension.
Take me, soup people. I'm becoming one with the
Become
soup
one
people.
with the soup.
Gazpacho.
These guys actually live in Melbourne. I'm gonna hang out with them. I'm gonna move to Melbourne and I'll be
Yeah,
like,
do it, dude.
you know that on the 100th episode of my podcast we played your music and I was your first viewer.
I think that'd be sick. I mean, that's one way to make friends.
Yeah. We can just hang out.
What
talk
if they're
about
really
some soup.
weird people?
Well, they're a band called Soup People who wrote an album about soup. So my favorite bar from the entire album is from a different song. It's like hashtag soup Nazi, no suit for you. Go commit, not alive.
See, that could be
Blow
suicide
the
or
fuck
murder.
out. Blow the fuck out. There's
so this is part 2.
this is part 2
Yeah,
of the
we're getting
Super
like
Session.
Kavinsky vibes. you
Yeah,
know?
and the sad thing is that because so I listen to these guys full albums, very few of their songs are available for actual download on the internet.
Yeah.
So there's a song straight up. It's called Top 10 Soups. So right now, just go to your local Spotify, log into your local smartphone, and search Soup People Top 10 Soups. I bet it has 4 views. You can be the 5th viewer. You can tell all your friends about how cool you are.
Yeah, that will really boost your indiness rating when the Spotify
Reece, be honest with me. What is my indie rating right now that I showed you this song with 1 view?
Well, it's definitely gone up. I think the thing is you can't get more indie than that. It's physically impossible to achieve a higher state of
peaked.
indie. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing left for you to do now. You've made it. We've got the 100th episode.
100th episode, Soup People, friend of the show.
We've discovered Soup People.
Yeah.
And I've blown them up.
Yeah, we've got Owen Wilson in the
we
crowd.
were there first.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Where do we go from here? But yeah, I feel that well, it's funny that you mentioned Death Grips because I feel Death Grips is hot sad boy music. You know, you got Lana Del Rey, which
hot
is
fuck boy music.
No. It's sad boy. It's got that anger and aggression. So
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey is hot sad girl music. That's the music that you.
What is ugly sad girl music?
Oh, I mean,
Ariana Grande?
yeah, but that's basic bitch.
Just basic bitch
Yeah.
music. What I really want to know what ugly sad girl music is.
Because hot. Okay, well let's think. Hot sad girl is lying in a bathtub drinking a bottle of wine.
I'm just too beautiful and no one
Yeah,
relates to
just
me.
so elegantly while Lana Del Rey plays. Hot ugly sad girl music would be.
I don't think ugly sad girls listen to music. I think they listen to CNN.
Yeah, well
They just watch the news.
yeah, like in an hoodie and just feel
Yeah.
miserable.
Yeah, they're like, did you know that the environment is dying? Thanks. Oh wait, breaking news.
yeah. I think yeah. So, but yeah, hot sad boy music is Death Grips. So just
Grips.
put it on and just drive around angrily for a
Yeah,
bit.
Kyle music, right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Kyle isn't
Yeah,
cultured
Kyle's
enough
not
to listen
hot.
to this.
Kyle's
Kyle is
not
this is
hot,
this is
yeah.
Cooper music, you know?
Yeah. Kyle
Cooper.
music is look
Cyber
at this
theory.
photograph.
Yeah. That's
and it just
Kyle
says
music.
as he really tries not to cry
Got
and instead just
myself
destroys
into
all the
pieces.
walls.
This is
My last resort.
That's Kyle music.
Yeah, that's Kyle music. It is better to destroy every piece of furniture in my house than let out a single tear.
Yep. But yeah. Well, at least they're destroying the furniture and not their partner. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that style of you. Yeah, it's. I mean.
He'll punch the wall and be like, "Look what you made me do."
Yeah. So fuck the Kyles. We do not stand the Kyles.
No, we do not stand the Kyle. All my homies hate Kyle.
All my homies hate Kyle.
Yeah.
Coopers, they're all right.
Yeah,
They just work on their car.
friend of the show.
Yeah, they disappear in their shed, work on the car.
Yep.
But Lana Del Rey.
Cooper's
is,
like the guy from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that fixes up Leonardo DiCaprio's bullshit for him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Cooper. The world needs more Coopers.
Exactly. Be a Cooper, not a
Yeah,
Kyle.
be a Cooper, not a Kyle. That's the official word. But
That's
yeah,
the official word.
what I love about Lana Del Rey is that she kind of spawned this whole sad girl music culture sort of thing. But,
Oh my God! It's 3 minutes until I can eat snacks.
Oh, I better eat them. I better finish them all.
I am eyeing up those sea salt chips.
But,
But yeah, Lana.
I call this the Skrillex effect because so Skrillex made music, then everybody copied him, and then everybody was like, "Oh my God, Skrillex is so generic." And it's like,
yeah,
no, he made that,
Yeah.
and then everybody copied him.
I remember Skrillex was the first dubstep artist I was on the radar.
That's a
really.
controversial a bit. No, wait a second. No, Skrillex is not dubstep. We're having
Oh, okay.
no. So
Okay, breaking news. Okay,
breaking
educate
news.
me.
Skrillex is not dubstep.
What is Skrillex?
Skrillex is bro step, which is it's a fusion genre between dubstep, which is a genre that was built out of the garage sort of music scene in England,
Wow.
related to grime music.
What a nerd.
Yeah, and Skrillex combined that sound with electro house, which is sort of the major label type sound, like I'm on the way, drop on the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
So
all the that's all like electro house style synths that was combined with a dubstep style beat to create a new genre called bro
distinction,
which everybody tried to copy.
has been only created after everyone started calling Skrillex dubstep.
No, Skrillex never
I
even
feel
told. Never Skrillex never even said he was dubstep.
He always described himself as
No,
brostep.
yeah, brostep always.
From the beginning.
Yes.
No fact
From
checking.
2011, no, from 2010, actually, when like Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites came out, he was like, he actually called it like big room, big beat, big room house, some
Well,
bullshit.
that's not going to catch on.
I know, I didn't catch on. No, so brostep is what caught on, but it's only ignorant nerds who call him dubstep. Like,
okay. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
as opposed to
I'm the nerd
red
here.
pill
I'm
chads
the
like me
nerd
who
here.
know the difference between brostep and
okay,
dubstep.
okay. I see
Yeah.
how it is.
I'm just gonna eat my chips trees. I'm just gonna eat my chips trees.
Well, you've got a minute to fucking finish them off. Then I'm coming for your chips, man. 45 seconds, bitch. Then we'll see who has chips.
Hey, what do you reckon about all of these Gen X women who hate Lana? Don't you
I
think it's so
reckon they're
funny
just- I
how
reckon
much
they're just-
everybody hates Lana?
Yeah, they're just sour.
so jealous, aren't they?
They're just jealous because Lana is vibe. She is
So
aesthetic.
I think there's like actually a deeper thing to this. I think like Lana represents this sort of idea of like this like divine feminine sort of thing. That's like her
Yeah.
character
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
embodies. And like if you think about like culture lately, like you had like the time obviously where women were like oppressed and not allowed to
yeah.
have opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we had feminism, which sort of which
Shout
like
out.
shout
Friend of
out
the pod.
feminism, friend of the show. That was the wrong button, but who
That was the
cares?
wrong button, dude. Oh god,
I
we're gonna
I
get
love
cancelled.
feminists.
Hey, my alarm's gone off. I can eat chips now. All right. I'm eating some chips. Hell
So
yeah.
and like
Oh, pass me that dip, by the way, man. We got fucking dips and everything.
But
We're
as
also
the
using
feminist
our
movement
face
went
now.
on, it sort of went from being this idea of like, you know, women being empowered to be women to this idea of like women like using the sort of like masculine means to get power as like their way of seeking empowerment. Like, oh, like being an
Yeah.
empowered woman means like having a
girl boss.
being a girl boss and like
So Lana's basically
not taking
like
any
a
shit from
throwback
men.
to like cottagecore, but still very self-assured. But just
exactly,
like,
yeah. So Lana's like she's like got a unique thing where it's a throwback to like the '60s cottagecore Americana thing, but at the same time being an empowered woman in her own right, but doing it by like expressing feminine energy, not trying to like model herself after like the masculine sort of energy, which it seems like since the '80s with the whole girl boss thing, that's what women have been trying to do.
that food tastes good.
And like Lana comes along and just rejects that, and then like she's embraced by a whole generation of women.
Lana's
and,
amazing.
Yeah,
She's
who
just
like
amazing.
you vibe with that, and then like these Gen X women who like spend their whole life.
Honestly, I gotta say, being is it just me or does being like a 50s housewife, providing you were, you know, in a happy marriage with
Yep.
a husband who did genuinely love you, you weren't
Yep.
forced into it,
Yep.
and also you were white.
Yep.
Doesn't the 1950s housewife lifestyle sound amazing? Because you just
Make America great again, buddy.
yeah, you just literally just
Make
hang
America
at home.
fucking great again.
Your husband who loves you makes a paycheck, and he gets to feel all good about himself because of that.
Yeah, you get
And
to
you
fuck
just-
the Spanish pool boy.
Yeah, and
It's
you
all
just
good.
stay at home and just get high on like all the drugs that were legal then and
Yep.
clean. And all you have to do is have a meal ready when your
Yep.
husband gets home. Like that would be fucking great. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more for the tradcore housewife life. You know?
Remember that Simpsons episode where Marge got addicted to wine because like her life just got too good and she had nothing left to do. I think that we're touching on something there. I think
Yeah.
Well, this is why feminism happened. So aren't we glad?
Yeah, now
But,
feminism is happening and women have to go and work.
Yeah, and
Like,
yeah.
And not just the black women, the white women as well.
So
True though, because like of course being a minority in that era sucked.
yeah, of
You
course.
know, like for all the idyllicism of that lifestyle of that cottage corners.
But like Lana really brings back like the iconography of that era while like having it from a modern perspective where it's like, you know, you can be an empowered woman and you can do things like smoke weed, for example.
Yeah, well, I
But
mean,
I want
I'm
to talk
sure they
about
smoked a lot of weed back in the 50s and 60s.
I don't think so. I think the 60s they smoked a lot of weed. I don't think anyone was smoking weed in the 50s.
Actually, they mainly did crack, didn't they? Because crack was still legal. Like meth was a big thing. They're just like all tweaking, just vacuuming their houses obsessively.
So I'm going to play Video Games by Lana.
Yeah, please do.
Queen. Now, something I find interesting about this song is that, like, 2012 came out.
Yeah. 2012
There was
as
a
in the
lot.
year
There was
came
a
out.
lot of songs by women about featuring video games, and they usually followed the same term, didn't they? It was like, oh, boys want to play video games, and that's really lame. Wouldn't you rather play with this cunt?
Boys want to play video games, but instead they play with my heart.
Yeah. And just like why don't you put the controller down and come touch your woman? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is a very strange. It's a very like counter song to that because it's like the idea of the song I reckon is like she's saying like no, I like that you play video games and I think it's hot and actually I want to play video games with you.
Yeah, it's just like a lazy. It captures the vibe of like a lazy Sunday afternoon with a lover. You know, you don't need to be rutting. You can just chill, be wholesome, do an activity you both love together. And that's the thing. It's about incorporating someone into your life, not about like.
This is like literally
sexually
the only song,
aggressive with
the
them.
first and the only song I've heard where a woman talks about a man playing video games, and she's like, "Yeah, that's cool."
Yeah, it's cute. It's sweet watching my boy like get all excited about getting a kill streak or something.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
And like she's like like let's go play a video game. But it's also like
Living if somebody is loving you, baby, now you do.
It's almost saying like she's like oh, your girlfriend won't let you play video games. You can play video games with me, baby. You get that?
Oh,
you get
so
that
it's
vibe?
a bit of a flex.
I reckon.
A bitchy flex, just like, hey, tradcore lifestyle. It has its perks.
One thing I love of it,
society.
I think like Lana is out of all of the female pop stars, she's like she knows what men want the most. She is like by far the best at stroking the male ego out of any pop star.
I would
reckon.
buy that. Yeah, I'll pay that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you like men and you like that sort of guy attracted to that, then yeah.
Well, there's a reason why she's like one of the most popular singers in the world, right? And I still love all of these like things that are like Lana Del Rey is what's wrong with millennial women, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because like she embraces sort of like the feminine archetype while still keeping her power, and like the Gen X women can't stand that, right? Because they spend their whole life trying to deny that, and then like this woman comes up who like is like a powerful woman in her own right, and also embodies the traditional sort of things of what femininity could be.
That's the thing, like
and like
femininity
traditional men
and masculinity are just like, I mean, once you acknowledge the social constructness of them, you could say, then it sort of becomes like anyone can embody that. It's just all about like your role in how you view your relationship with the opposite energy. If you're attracted to the opposite energy, like a yin-yang sort of situation, if you're feminine attracted to masculine
and even in
energy,
like
vice
homosexual
versa.
relationships, usually there'll be like one partner that embodies the sort of yin or yang.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's like. That, and she embodies that without
trying. She's just doing her thing, and like just pissing people off because she's just doing her thing. It's like it's like a true artist just can just like Kanye as well. Like he's not trying to be Kanye. He just is Kanye.
Yeah.
And people hate it.
Like Alex Jones.
Yeah,
as
like
well.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is basically Lana Del Rey. Is what
He's
we're
basically
getting.
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey.
Facts. You heard it here on the pod. No fact checking.
Yeah, exactly. True. Better than I ever even knew. You say that the world was built for two. Only with living in somebody is loving you. Maybe now you do. Oh,
so
Lana.
Born to Die was my favorite Lana album. Like,
amazing.
Yeah, it's just perfect. Like, take me to the races, everybody faces.
Until
Chemtrails.
Yeah, Chemtrails. Chemtrails was good.
Like, Chemtrails blew my fucking mind. And this album came out, I think it was about a week after the Trump insurrection, when like, it was I think it might have been the peak of like, for at least
anti-cottage core hate.
Yeah, and but just like watching the chemtrails over the country club. It's like, it's a fucking image. There's so much to unpack there.
Yeah.
So
every single word adds a new slant
like,
to the idea that's being presented.
What I try and unpack is that like, so the world is basically going to shit and everyone can see it and everybody knows the government is controlling people. And that can be like taken from a very dystopian kind of point of view where like there's like violence in the street and like, which there was at the time.
Yeah.
And, but like watching the chemtrails over the country club kind of views it from this idea, this perspective of like the super rich. It's almost apathetic, where it's like, oh, I'm just hanging out with my boyfriend, and we're running away from school and watching the chemtrails over the country club, like just watching the government control all of them. And it's like
But at the same time, they are being controlled as well because they are.
they are, yeah, they're part of
the elite,
they're all
they're
part of the same system. Well, like they're children in the song, right? Like they're talking about like, oh, like, are you a Cancer? I'm a Scorpio, you know?
Yeah.
And like this all of this like everyday, day-to-day mundane stuff is like being
Against
sung
the backdrop.
about. The backdrop of the
of just-
chemtrails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's so much there. It's a beautiful song.
I like I've gone for a long time where I wasn't like appreciating music as much as I used to. Like I guess it was just because like
I've actually learned that from hanging out with you a bit more. It's just the way to look at music as more like, I guess the meaning and artistry beyond just like the pleasure of listening to it,
Yeah.
and the actual acoustical like qualities, but the actual meanings and thought put behind the messages and treating it as an
that's
artwork rather than just like a recreational thing.
Yeah, and that's what like sets apart like great music from average music. Like that's the reason why there was like so many sad girl singers when Lana came out, and Lana's the only one we still talk about.
Exactly.
But like there's a song from that album, which is my favorite Lana song of all time, actually. White Dress, which is a certified banger.
Good choice. Good choice.
So I'm going to play it for the people. We're going to have a discussion. So like once again, it's like a fucking beautiful voice. Like,
oh, amazing. It's got sort of like breathlessness to it as well.
Yeah, it's like
still so well enunciated, but has that breathlessness.
Once again, like, so I can imagine this song like she's come back home from work like at like 1 a.m. or something, and she's in her apartment building trying not to wake anyone up, just singing this song to her microphone, like with her lips right to
Oh,
the...
you have a crush.
I love Lana,
You
bro.
have a crush.
Yeah.
Do you think
Like,
she'd be interested in
I
a
stan
SoundCloud
Lana.
rapper?
Well, she likes A$AP Rocky, so I mean...
No, that's not Lana, that's Rihanna.
No, Lana was like there first.
Oh.
Lana got to him
So
first.
Rihanna is getting Lana's sloppy seconds.
No, but I reckon, like A$AP was also sort of dating Rihanna back when like Fashion Killer came out. Did you remember that video?
No, I did
It's just
not.
a video about him simping about Rihanna, and like Rihanna's like dressing up with all these like Clancy outfits, and like A$AP's just there like, oh, you're so beautiful, queen.
Oh, God. That sounds a little bit cringe, not gonna lie.
Oh, well, yeah, but like, the girls love it. The girls love the song.
Well, they went to the Met Gala together. Speaking of the 2020...
We'll talk about that, but there's something more I want to talk about this song first.
Yeah.
Another thing I noticed is that like, have you noticed that everybody that talks about God and Jesus is either a fucked up religious conservative or the best artist of all time? But even Lana right here in this song, it's like there's a lot of God and Jesus in a lot of Lana's music.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. You should stay more close to Jesus. Get that bottle in your hand, my man. Tulsa Jesus freak, friend of the show. But yeah, so this chorus right here, like, once again, so relatable.
Again, very relatable.
I remember when I was a waitress.
I remember I was wearing a tight dress.
But like, so this post-chorus coming up, this bit here.
Says it's so fast, but so well.
So like, first of all, it's music theory. It's like a suspended chord, like it's like down at the Men in Music Business Conference. It's like a note higher than it should be to like actually resolve. So you're waiting for it to come down, which is what causes the effect. But also, so the song talking about stroking the male ego again. It's like, so she's saying like, when I was a waitress wearing a white dress down at the Men in Music Business Conference down in Orlando, I was only 19. I wasn't famous, but it was such a scene. It's just talking about being this, I don't know, like singing in front of like these old like Harvey Weinstein types.
Yeah, basically like the corporates. Do you
Yeah,
reckon...
but like, whereas like there's like such like a thing in the culture of like I would never do that. I would never sell my soul. Lana's like, it made me feel like a god.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I've literally sold myself, so I can't judge. But
And,
that's
like,
the thing. If these,
This is a fantasy for a lot of women to actually like perform in front of Harvey Weinstein and become famous. There's a reason why he was at the top of his game for 40 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a terrible thing to do, but like you can't. That this is like a thing.
I blame him, not the victims. You know.
Absolutely, but like it is like culturally like from all back. This is like it's obviously a vice, right? But it's a vice that reoccurs. The idea of like this young, like naive, unknowing woman who gets caught up with older man who's like like abuses her and is actually an evil person. But it's like there's a romantic way to view it, like like the book Lolita or like the Virgin Suicides and stuff like this.
I feel that
There's a reason why it strikes a chord, you know.
Yeah. I feel that I think there's a great hypocrisy with this liberal idea, for instance, because they're pro-sex work, of course, because that's very trendy.
Yeah.
But they're anti anyone actually using sexuality to further their own artistic career beyond just a basic financial
and I reckon
transaction.
Yeah, do you think it's jealousy?
Possibly. Possibly. That's the thing. Lana can work that, and she can work that angle, and she.
The thing is, I don't actually think Lana is
I don't judge her for
I don't
that,
actually think she's that hot, like to look at, but just
It's the idea of it. It's the aesthetic.
yeah, it's the idea and the aesthetic, and well, obviously her art. I reckon that
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
anyone with a voice like this, you
If
go
she
from a
wrote
5
me
to
a
10.
song like this, I would be like, okay.
I'm just gonna close my eyes, baby.
I'm just gonna fall in love with you casually. Now, what was that? You wanted a record spot? Yeah, I will do that for you, babe. And who can blame her? Guys are horny and very easily, distracted.
Yeah. You want to show me some pictures from the Met Gala, Reece?
Hell yeah. So we've got.
So we're doing a based or cringe review.
Yes. Well, first up we have the one I found, which reminded me that the what's it called one was on the Met Gala, the 2021, and it was AOC. Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
And she's wearing Tax the Rich dress.
Wow, if only she was in a position to do something about that. Shut the fuck
so
up.
is that based or cringe?
Cringe.
It is pretty good. I say it's pretty cringe because it's written across her back. So
you can't even read it right. Like you said, it's Ta the Rick.
Yeah, she hasn't got the booty for it. If she stuck this on Kim K, then it would have worked. But
yeah, I don't know enough politicians in America to find a big booty politician. But
I don't think they.
Trump has got the thickness.
Yeah. Get Trump with a
No,
tax the rich.
if Trump was wearing a tax the rich dress,
I would
based. God
based
Emperor.
as fuck.
Yeah, no, based as fuck.
But
yeah,
the thing is that because of the tax the rich, it's written on her back, she had to have every single photo she is posing like a white girl in a nightclub, a drunk white girl night, just showing off her butt. Like every single photo, everyone's standing there normally, and she's just there twisted around.
Cultural appropriation. This is our culture, AOC.
Tax the rich. So that's AOC.
No, that's cringe. No,
that's cringe.
I'm gonna die on this hill, but it's like, bitch, you work at Congress. If you wanted to tax the rich, you could do it, but you just want to talk about taxing the rich. Politicians.
Right, so here's Lil Nas X, of course, since coming out.
Friend of the show.
Since coming out, he's just gone more and more fabulous. So this is a post by Versace, the official page, because Lil Nas X's outfit was designed by them, I think, or something.
Nice.
He had a 3-part LGBTQ plus American fairy tale. With his outfit, the story he was telling. He arrives on the red carpet in a dramatic cape that exudes regality and represents concealing one's true self. So there's a cape.
I see, yes.
Yeah, pretty big.
Pretty based, actually. That one's based.
Oh, I didn't say cringe. It's pretty.
We're still doing a based or cringe for each photo.
Okay, fair. All right, so that's pretty based.
Yeah, it's pretty based.
The cape was then shed to reveal gleaming Medusa-adorned armor, a symbol of protection from the prejudices faced as a black queer person. So this is the armor here. So this is him shedding it. He looks like he
looks like the traitor from Star Wars.
Yeah, he looks a bit like a
He looks like a Star Wars character. That's pretty cringe. I'm sorry.
That is pretty cringe.
Pretty cringe.
Also, I gotta say, it looks a bit yellowy. It looks a bit cheap. And also, what is his boots? I don't like his boots in this.
No, that ain't it, Chief.
Yeah. So his boots, I think
I like the idea, but the execution did not. No, not it.
And then he had a third piece underneath, which I didn't save a photo of. So fuck it, because it wasn't that interesting. It was just a skin type. Yeah, it was just a skin type bodysuit sort of thing. But again, I
mean, we've seen it.
The boots, I just didn't like the boots.
Yeah, no.
Then we have this by Danny Levy, who is a
friend of the show.
Well, I mean, he writes Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, it's a comedy show, but he wore this.
What is that?
It's like
okay.
So the theme was
I like it.
The theme was
I don't know about those arms though.
Yeah, I know, right? The theme was American, something in America or American like identity, like American independence, like something like that.
Yeah.
So he just wore a map of America, and like combined to, and like
I think
it's
there's
a
cool,
lot
but
going.
the arms ruin it for me. Cringe.
Yeah, cringe. So this is what he said in an interview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pretty introverted person. I tend to avoid big parties, so this is really taking a big step out of my comfort zone, Levy told Vanity Fair. But I've been assured by friends of mine who have gone that it is a far more kind of celebrity safe space than the intimidating world that I have been creating in my head. So, yeah, celebrity safe space.
Are we glad that now celebrities have a safe space?
Yeah, and that's the Met Gala. Thank you.
No plebs allowed. You have to have this many followers to be allowed in.
They'd be safe. They're safe to just be celebrities, fiddle with kids. You know, that's...
But I have 99,000 followers.
Yeah, sorry, not celebrity enough. We need a celebrity safe space where they can just be celebrity.
Yep.
So then we have Emily Ratajkowski, and she has this sort of piece here, which is kind of cool, but unfortunately...
What's with the bow?
Yeah,
it's
she
a nice
had to
dress,
have
but then what do you do?
Her head tilted like that
all night.
Literally all night.
I mean, you could just but it's a nice little pillow. You could like fall asleep on it if you wanted.
Maybe.
Be useful.
I mean, the thing is, the idea.
I don't want to call it based. It's actually, it's kind of cringe.
It is kind of cringe. It reminds me of like sort of someone being beheaded. You know?
Yeah. If that bow wasn't there, it would be based. But no.
Yeah. It's just like it's cringe. Just a bit like this is Carrie Mulligan. I actually quite like this. This is cute. I think this is based.
I don't like it. It's too
big.
Very,
I know, but
is that her COVID? Like, is that her 6 feet for COVID? You know,
it's very big, but it's a Met Gala. Oh, okay.
I'm not impressed so far by this Met Gala.
Cara Delevingne. She's wearing a bib that says "Peg the patriarchy." And
yeah, based. I'll take it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think pegging's too good for the patriarchy. I don't like the use of the word pegging as a negative.
I like her whole outfit. It's like
yeah, it's cool. It is good.
No, but because she's not saying that it's negative. What she's saying is that she wants to like have sexual intercourse with the patriarchy. You see, that's actually kind of based.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
she's basically doing a Lana.
Yeah, she's doing a Lana by her own way.
And then I think finally we have Grimes, who has just leaned full.
Was
into
Elon there?
Maybe, but I mean, he didn't appear in any of the.
I'm sure he just wears the same suit he wears everywhere.
The same suit.
I think
that is just like his skin. I think he's just had it like he's just that far in the future. He just sewed his suit onto his skin. But this is what Grimes.
He's one of these
wearing.
lazy lizard people that does want to change their skins.
Yeah, this is Grimes. He's like very full.
Based.
Like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I think Grimes won it for me. She's even wearing a mask. She's COVID safe.
COVID safe. Yeah.
Yeah, and just like full sci-fi. She looks like she's stepped right out of Final Fantasy to me. I love it. So yeah, so that's the Met Gala. There's some highlights from it. But yeah, big takeaway: Lil Nas X work on the shoes.
Yeah, no, I don't know what was going on with that color. It looks like the cheapest shit. It looks like someone's like Halloween costume of C3PO.
Yeah, it was just very, very yellow. Like I mean, what was CeeLo Green, was it? He did the full like painted up like an android thing.
I don't remember that. Sorry, I don't keep up with the celebrity fashion scene.
I'm not entirely surprised. Not gonna lie, that's more my area.
Yeah,
I should have prepared a bit more for this piece. But yes, that's the 2021 Met Gala. It just dropped, so I guess this makes us a relevant pod. Go us. 100 episodes, still keeping it fresh.
We're all about
still keeping it fresh.
Still keeping it fresh after 100 episodes. We're still here. We're still making it happen every week, boy.
Every single week.
Is it time to hear a word from our sponsor, Reece?
I think we need to. What with the amount of chips that you've been eating?
We need to get them back. And
yeah.
Okay then. Let me hit it. This week's sponsor is Reece.
Oh, hello. Oh, wait, hang
Reece
on.
wrote a book.
Oh, no.
Age 12, Newgate Orphanage Room 7. Justin Gale is the next entry in our everlasting inventory of deaths Justin Gale deals with.
No, this is
death.
This is so cringe.
I can't even read this. I thought you wrote a book. For death, it is just another terminal illness.
This is a review. I remember this review.
Just another take. Just another soul for his collection. Little does he realize the consequences that this house call will become.
Oh, my God.
Justin Gale is not your typical teenager and does not give up his soul so easily. He has an ace up his sleeve. He traps death and barters the evil half of his soul for immortality.
This is like the worst written review. Why were you Googling me, dude?
But who could have foreseen that death's technophile henchman, the mistreated Havoc, who would free his evil half soul, Who could have foreseen the half soul rampaging through space and time, searching for the perfect vengeance on reality? Who created it?
In fact, that's a pretty cool idea, I gotta say, for 14-year-old me.
Who could have foreseen the Archangel make a monumental mistake of fitting every donkey in existence with an iPhone?
That was actually a pretty funny bit of the book.
This is the universe as seen by immortals, a space-time of shady characters, incredible technologies, time-traveling dinosaurs,
God.
and heavily armed genocidal ants.
Yeah.
It is the universe that Justin and Death as a guide and mentor must navigate through to unravel the mystery that at long last destroy reality. So Reece,
Yeah.
so where can they buy your book?
Don't. Just ask
I walked
me.
into Reece's house and he's got an entire room full with
Of
boxes of his
unsold
book.
books,
And so you
yeah.
don't want to sell the book, Reece?
No. The thing is, like, selling it is such an ordeal. Like, you have to, in order to get placed with Amazon, I get an email, I have to post it and everything.
And you get
Just
money?
come ask me. No, I get so little. I put
What
a
about for
leaving
our
on it.
fans in Afghanistan who can't come and talk to you?
Well, then I'm afraid I don't think you'd be able to sell the book in Afghanistan. It's a little bit.
No, the Taliban is
controversial.
held chill about
They
stuff.
banned music.
Yeah.
They don't even have Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, that means that like they must really like books, huh? Because I mean, like your fatal
They
mistake,
really
Reece,
like one
your
book.
fatal mistake, Reece, is printing thousands of books in a generation where nobody reads books. Like, I mean, I don't know what you were thinking.
I did a bad thing. But I was 14, so I published it when I was 16.
So,
you
everyone should
try
go
publish a
buy.
book.
No, because no one reads books, Reece. It's a waste of time.
Yes, well, I know that now. My next project isn't a book.
So everyone should go
I
buy
found my
Reece's book.
podcast millions.
If you search
No.
Justin
oh.
Gale Deals with Death, is that what it's called?
Just ask me in real life.
Just
I'll give
search
you a
on
copy.
Google.
I'll sign it for you. Just
Yeah, don't buy
ask
it from
me.
Amazon because then Jeff Bezos gets a cut. Don't do
Yeah.
that. But what you
Just
should do
ask
is.
me, and I'll give you a book.
But what about the people in Afghanistan? Should they like just leave a comment on this video?
Just leave a comment, and
Yeah.
I'll send it. Just push your address and your credit card details, and then
Mm.
we'll work it out from there. Just leave it in the comments.
My friends are degenerates.
All right.
I got a brand new mixtape coming out now because by the time this is out, you would have it's out.
Yeah.
Reece made the front cover.